Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Brink honestly doesn't even have a story, and the story it does have isn't very good. It's all about this arc, and one side is trying to escape, the other side is trying to keep them in the arc. They don't know what's out there, they want to explore. It's almost think like that movie The Island, but a little more violence in it. And really it's not that good, and there's no character development, and honestly it sucks. There's a total of maybe 20 cutscenes, if that many. I think there's only 9 missions for each, so that you only get like 18 cutscenes plus the opening, so yeah, about 19, 20 cutscenes, and they all really do very little to the characters, and you obviously won't really care about any of these characters because none of them actually do much, and if someone dies or if someone is killed off screen or whatever, you kind of just don't care because nobody is important in this game, and the story is basically garbage in every sense of the word. I think the very first reason I wasn't interested in Brink was because of the design. But let me talk about the good part of Brink. The graphics themselves are definitely not bad in terms of the actual raw power you're getting, and the effects are somewhat decent, like the explosions and the effects and all that look good. What is not good about Brink, in my personal opinion, is the design. It's just weird and ugly. It kind of looks like a mix between Team Fortress and some cracked out mobster story look. It's just disgusting and ugly and retarded. The characters look dumb, and you can never really take them serious at all. And I really feel the animations are very outdated. I was expecting, these swift-looking moves since you're supposed to do these mirror edge moves, but not really. I'll get to that in a minute. But overall, it just feels outdated, and it doesn't even feel like it's up to Borderlands, let alone what it should have been. So the main gameplay of Brink was what it promised was going to be an RPG featured shooter with parkour kind of movements, jumping off walls and all that great stuff, sliding. You really don't get any of that, to be honest. In this game, the good things you do get is there's plenty of different guns, a lot of customizing features. You literally can change your character, make him look all different shapes, sizes, make him wear all these different things. Though I do think they're kind of limited. Basically, they give you a set, like, clothes for each and every piece. So the head, chest, and legs, they're all the same clothes, and you eventually unlock them. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not really customizing deep, but there's plenty to unlock, and the co-op through the whole story is definitely cool because people like to play co-op instead of playing by themselves. What I feel is off is the actual gunplay. It feels like you sometimes are shooting them, but you're not hitting them, and I basically call that the Borderlands effect. But with Borderlands, they definitely more RPG feature, where here, there's no HP points or anything, so why am I shooting an enemy and he's not actually getting hurt? Another thing I feel is off is where the hell is the parkour parts? You barely jump in this game. You jump off a freaking ledge to the bottom of the floor and then you shoot. That's all there is. You're not doing all these crazy moves like in Mirror's Edge like they promised, and I really felt let down by that. There's just barely any parkour. And my biggest thing is the objectives in this game are repetitive as fuck. I make little side notes while I do reviews. That's what my side note is. Repetitive as fuck objectives. That's what they are. They're boring. They're basically hacking a machine or disabling a machine and defending something. That's all there is to it. The whole game is doing the same objectives over and over again, and to me that's really weak. And you really feel like you're never doing anything but the same old shit through the whole story. And then you're basically, what you feel like you're doing is side objectives in most games, and that's main objectives in this game. Very weak, very poor. Felt like it was rushed and really has no point. Now I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who are going to take a shit on my review and absolutely go batshit insane, but I honestly thought Brink was a pretty below average game. Now I'm sure there's going to be fans out there, plenty of people who actually enjoy the game, but I can't see anybody who picked it up and said, wow, this lives up to the expectations that I had. If anybody was looking forward to this game, anybody who I've talked to that was looking forward to it is definitely disappointed with this game. Anybody else who wasn't looking forward to it maybe they'll find some enjoyment out of it. I did not. I thought it was very weak. I didn't think it was going to be very good, and it turned out not to be very good. Exactly what I thought it was going to be. If you like objective-based games, I guess this suits you. If you like co-op play, it could be fun for a few hours. However, you really never feel like you're doing anything. It basically feels like a side mission, or it could have been a mod for Counter-Strike. It'll take you maybe 8 hours to complete. Not even. Really, you can do these objectives. You could literally finish the level in like 5-10 minutes. So I wouldn't suggest buying it, maybe renting it, trying it out, but I can't see anybody actually saying this game is great. I can't. I'm sorry. It definitely failed to live up to the hype in every way, shape, or form, and it did not even live up to my own expectations, which I expected at least an average shooter. It is below average.
Defend the vaccine, defend our homes.